All right, welcome to Life Fit with DVD. Welcome back. Thanks for being here. It's been a few days. Yeah, haven't been able to get a video out, but I've been enjoying traveling a little bit, mostly just seeing family, and just a break. The end of last week for Thanksgiving, and it was good. It's good to be disconnected from the routine, from the pattern, every once in a while, because it helps to reset the mind. And I'm back today, and today I wanted to talk about um, becoming the witness. And I almost didn't, start this video with that in mind, but I wanted, I wanted to reiterate it, and it's interesting because I know what I have talked about over and over again on this channel, and a lot of it often feels like the same thing. And I think I feel a pressure sometimes to create something new, but sometimes you just need to keep reiterating and hammering home the same idea over and over again to really get it to sink in, to, basically practice, right? Um, Something popped in my head while I was saying that I had another idea of, and it's along the same lines of, I believe it was Bruce Lee who said something, I fear not the man that has practiced, 1,000 or 10,000 different kicks, but the one man that has practiced one kick 1,000 times or 10,000 times or something like that. And that really rings home, I think, for the message for maybe this channel and just what I just talk about here, which is about becoming the witness, right? Becoming more aware, shifting your perspectives, and being able to be open minded enough to see the world a different way, see yourself a different way, see situations a different way, right? Being able to experience, different scenarios differently and from somebody else's view. It can be, the person that you might be having, a conflict with. It can be, somebody completely different that you don't know, but viewing things in a different way is such a beneficial activity to choose what belief, what thoughts you want to adopt, right? What habits, what behaviors, what you're putting into your mind. And, oftentimes and even what I talk about here, we look at changing our thoughts, changing our perspective, but sometimes we can't do that, right? There's that chatter, there's things going on in our minds that we just can't control, right? These are subconscious things, programs running, stories, things that are just right operating in the background, much like your computer, your laptop does. There's programs that are going on that you have no idea what their function is, why they're doing it, but they're doing it, right? They're running it, they're in the background. And to really dig in and to find out their function, right? It takes some effort. But if we just stop, right, and like I'm already thinking about it in like a computer science sort of way, where we're the activity monitor. We become witness to all of these background programs that are running on your computer. I mean, you can look it up right now, right now on your if you have a Mac. You look at the activity monitor, you just search it in your Spotlight or something like that. You can see all of the different programs that are running on your Mac, and a lot of them you're probably not aware of. You're probably not even aware of how big they are and how long they have been running. But that's us, right? We are literally like that computer program, and we have things that are running in the background over and over again for years on end, potentially decades. Um, and to just look at that and be aware that, wow, oh, I didn't even know this was running in the background. I mean, this is why it's so important to restart your laptop or computer every once in a while to get a reset. This is why vacations are good and breaks of the pattern are good as well, because it might make us aware of certain patterns that are running that, we might feel a little bit of a void or, desire to get back to once we break that habit, once we get into a new environment or a new, just a new place, a new situation, and we can start to appreciate where we were with certain things, um, and then start to say, oh, is this something I want to continue? Is this something I definitely want to do and feel into the body, right? If your body is moving towards that, if it wants to get back into that routine because, it feels good, it feels healthy, then absolutely, right? That's definitely yes. But then there's other things, right, that, you know, it might feel good to be in that new environment and get some distance from, maybe your daily habits or something, your daily thoughts. Because if you're in a new environment, if you're in a new situation, your thoughts typically are changing based on what you're experiencing, what is in your environment, what you're experiencing. I think I just said that twice. But so, to this end, right, we witness the mind, we witness the thoughts that come up, we witness the feelings, and we try to disassociate a bit from the thoughts that we are having, um, because if we can witness them, right, we can start to change them, and that's how the perspectives change. That's how things shift. But getting back to what's in the background, right? How do we spot these things when, often it just shows up as chatter, right? Well, changing your environment is one way. Slowing down, becoming more mindful, and getting into a place where you're just contemplating certain things, certain thoughts, and whether it is beneficial, whether it's serving you. Um, you know, think of that thought that that might have popped up, and maybe it's hard to identify it, right? Maybe it's more of a feeling that has come up, and you're not really sure what that feeling is coming from. What thought led to it? Is it a bunch of feelings? Or is it a bunch of thoughts? Is it one thought? Is it the environment you're in when you entered it? I mean, these things can be very hard to become aware of. Um, so this is why you just have to witness and observe the mind. Don't try to judge the thoughts that are happening, and that can be hard sometimes, especially if you're looking to grow, or grow yourself, or eliminate certain bad behaviors, or bad thought patterns. So because you're trying to ramp up your productivity, well, often we need to slow down instead of ramping up and getting more busy. We need to slow down and reprioritize what we are doing, and that comes from the meditation process. That comes from the witnessing process, witnessing ourselves as if we don't exist, separating our identity, our stories, our programs from the witnessing process. And this is just such an incredible thing when you just start to think this way. And I think I talk about this a lot because, you know, One, this is a skill, right, that you can build yourself, to honestly change your life in whatever direction that you want to. Right, this is the start of creation, of manifestation, when you just sit back and and witness the thoughts and the feelings and the things that are going on. You can get a better grasp on where you are at, and you have to know where you are at to know where you want to go. And if you don't know where you want to go, then you need to look out and see someone else that is just doing something similar, right, to where you would like to go, and say to yourself, well, if I want to be somebody similar to that, what habits, what behaviors, what would I have to do on a daily basis? How would I have to behave on a daily basis to get to where they are? How would I have to think? And you can even reach out to that person, right? And ask them. This is how mentors are created, right? This is how you just genuine curiosity. You just reach out to somebody and just ask them, "Hey, you're in an awesome position, or at least it looks like. How do you do what you do? What do you think about? How did you create this, right?" And oftentimes it's going to be a very slow, laborious process that took this person years to change their habits, change their mental framework, and to act upon it accordingly. But sometimes you might reach out to them and find that, wow, actually, it's not what this person isn't what I thought they were, right? Maybe your own perspective on how they achieve these things, or, you know, y- yourself being in that situation, is not really something that you want. Like, that's not something that you can see and visualize for yourself, which accordingly, then you might change your path, right? You might change your view of, like, okay, well, I don't know if I want that, but maybe I want something else. Like, there's a different path that somebody else is walking, that maybe you can take something from that that is beneficial to your own path, because we all walk our own, right? We are all unique individuals. This is what it's all about, right? Maximizing our potential within the cards that we are dealt at any given point in time in life. We can't control all of our circumstances or situations, but we are here, we are present in the now, and all we can control is what's going on up here. And sometimes that begins with detachment, detaching from what is going on up here. Because what is going on up here puts you in the situation you are currently. And by going inward, by just disconnecting from what is going on, that is how you'll be able to get back out, right? That you have to slow down. You have to slow down from whatever is going on up there, whatever thoughts, especially if you want to change it. And that can be a painful process, that takes awareness, right? Becoming the witness is an awareness process. And in that awareness process, then you will begin to have those perspective shifts, by just slowing down and then thinking, what else could this mean? How would other people observe this? What's the best possible way that somebody can observe my situation? How would I like to observe my situation? And then you can start to create those better narratives for yourself, those stories that are way more empowering. Those underdog stories where it's like you never thought you would achieve these things, and you do somehow, some way, right? That's a way more important and empowering narrative than a lot of the things that we have going on up in our minds, and especially the stories that we see out in the world on the TV that are really just not doing any justice for our souls and our minds and our psychology. A lot of that stuff paints the most grim picture because it draws our attention in, right? We need to focus on the things that we need to, and that's what it comes down to. So becoming the witness is a very important process that you just observe your mind, your thoughts, you don't judge them, and you just allow them to come, right? This is meditation. So slowing down and getting back into the moment, right? Observing it. And once we've observed it, once we've contemplated on it, we can start to change it. We can start to change our situations. So I hope this helps. Feels like hammering home all of the ideas in my videos. But yeah, let me know. Let me know if you are the witness to your own thoughts, or your thoughts just drive you and your body in unexpected ways, right? It'd be interesting to hear, and let me know how you manage it. You do it through journaling, you do it through meditation, through exercise, through other methods, right? It'd be interesting to hear. And yeah, if you enjoyed this, please like or subscribe. That'd be awesome. It'd mean a lot to me. And until next time, I will talk to you later. Bye.